Guess what, folks? I'm back from vacation. I'm back from COVID. We are going to make some money. I should look a little bit more healthy and not like I've celebrated winter indoors. Let's make some money. Play that in.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Those words have been dancing around my head all night. Oh, it's Vegas lore, that phrase.
Kiana.
Fisher.
Joy.
Joe. Cards drawn are the past, ones to come are future.
And the best part? It's beatable.
Yes, I got them all through there. I got them all in there. I was trying to get all the messages in the chat. Hell yeah, that's what I love to see. I see you guys buzzing in the chat. Say hello to everybody. One of the best things I think about this show is not only that, we trade live every single day, but that we're building a community. I see you guys in the chat. You guys always saying hi to each other. That's what it's all about. It's not even about telling us hi. It's about telling everybody else hi, building the community, and working together to get to where we are looking for, which is getting into the profits, of course, and working on our trading, whether that be day trading, options, whether that be you're into the crypto life, whatever it may be. Let's help each other get to the next step. Let's try to give and not take. And I think that's going to be really our motto here, is that on live trading, we give back. We're not trying to take. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Lord Ryan is back. So yes, I'm excited about today. I know that the chat is excited too. Spam and eggs is all we got. So let's start getting to Zunaid. What do you got for us today?
Well, welcome back, man. I know the chat's definitely missed you. They're always asking us where you are.
Man. We gotta get these guys off our branding, man.
What?
There you go. No worries. I fixed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They definitely miss you, man. So welcome back, Ryan. Glad you're feeling a little better. Appreciate you hanging out with us. But number one stock that I'm keeping an eye on is Macy's. But I'm already in Macy's. I'll tell you exactly my entry price here in a second. I got filled at $21.74, so not too off. But my stop loss is going to be the crack of 21.40s. But Macy's, you got a nice little pop here in the morning, looking for it to possibly reach the 22s and then break for 22.50s, but I'm already in this trade, so going to keep an eye on Macy's. And of course, our good old friend NVIDIA had a little drop and then a little bit of pop, still down about $7 from the close. They're going to keep an eye on this one. If it wants to come back and test the 160s, I will be a buyer. If 160s breaks, if it breaks by $1, I'll go ahead and get out. So I'm risking about $1 on NVIDIA here. I'm going to set the trade in my E-Trade and Thinkorswim in a second. But after that, if that breaks, the next level will be about the 152s, which you can see was the low after hours yesterday. But 160 is a level I'm keeping an eye on. And if we can possibly break over 164, that would be another spot to go long. So managing our trade will be important on this one because it could go crazy. But 160 is definitely something that I will personally keep an eye on. Let me go ahead and check out the SPY here. SPY 400 popped, but it could not get over 472. What is this? 471. So it looks like that's going to be resistance at the moment on SPY. We got a chance to play this together actually yesterday. So we'll see if we can play it together again today. Going to keep an eye on it. Maybe the 298s, but I'm more focused on NVIDIA if we can go ahead and get that, especially with me already being in Macy's. But it looks like 401, though, is the area for resistance. If it tries to test this 401 area, we can go ahead and scalp some puts. That's something we've been doing lately with success, so we'll keep an eye on that. And then let's go over down to Tesla. Tesla, you had a lot. I have to check, but I know yesterday you had a lot of open interest and you had a lot of volume coming into Tesla 700. Let me quickly take a look and see how many of those stuck around. Yeah, you've got over 10,000, so nothing too crazy. But if this can go ahead and pop over this level of 275, we can see a run towards 680s and then, of course, 700 as well. And that's where things get interesting. But that's kind of what I'm keeping an eye on. We'll save some stocks for Lord Ryan, man. I definitely need those small cap wins or whatever. I saw Redbox was at 851 pre-market high. I could not believe it.
Yeah, so full disclosure, I have actually been completely disconnected from the market since Thursday yesterday. My vacation was wild, didn't really leave me much time to monitor what was going on. And then as soon as I got back the very next day, I tested positive for COVID. Really, the only symptom I have was massive fatigue, so I just slept it off. 3 days later, I feel fine. My fever's gone. I'm ready to go. The only downside to this is that I don't really have any market context, so I'm going to be kind of figuring that out here this morning. I saw you talking about retailers. I'm probably going to stay away from that. At least for today. I love the idea of put scalping, Zunaid. I may follow you into a couple of those today. We'll see. As far as some of the small caps here, let me go. I got my, yeah, I see. I remembered to share my screen. As far as some of the small caps here, we do have a couple in the movers tool. We're of course going to watch the scanner during the day. I have a slightly new layout that I'm going to be showing you here, given our new menu and our new mosaic system. So I'm going to be testing that out here today, but let's jump right into the stocks. So using the movers tool here, I'm taking a look at some of the stocks that are putting in some crazy moves here this morning. First one here is going to be SPRC. That's Sierra Papa Romeo Charlie. In fact, I think there was a news catalyst here, right? Yeah. So Spark, hope I'm pronouncing that right, announces ethics committee approval to conduct phase 2B trial in Tourette's syndrome. So looks like there's if this is up on some news of a phase 2B trial. Now, I'm not a biotech whiz, so I can't tell you how important a phase 2B trial is, but the market is telling you that so far this morning, this is pretty good. And we actually have carved out quite a nice range here on this stock. Basically, what I did is I just looked for the levels that we put in today, which were only 2 of them. And then I used yesterday and the day before session to figure out where this might stop again. So I've got some levels here. What I'd like to see is I'd like to see this entire thing kind of hold, maybe even a little bit of sideways trading before making a move up towards 360. This thing really gets some juice in both volume and momentum. I absolutely think 466 here is possible today. We'll have to see how it shakes out, but this is going to be one I'm going to watch, especially right off the open here. Nice volume here in the pre-market as well. Next here is I noticed that GHSI is up here today. I wanted to just briefly mention it. I'm not going to trade this. This is an 18-cent stock. I would rather just look for something else, but it is worth a mention because it had a huge pop here this morning. And now we are on to Zunaid Stock, Redbox. Now I will say this: I was just as surprised as you. I don't believe in Redbox. I don't have any type of long-term thought or vision on this, but man, oh man, has this stock been an absolute monster for us. We have traded this a number of times, I feel like, and if I take a look at the daily chart here, you can see that this thing is just no stranger to these outsized moves. I would expect a pullback here at some point, but I'm not going to try to predict that. I'm just going to play the hand that I'm dealt. Looking at the pre-market today, I would imagine we'd come back in another 5 cents here to 785. We might even overshoot that to the downside. But again, if we can find some footing, move sideways a little bit and curl back up, I also don't think 850 is absolutely possible. I think we might be able to take this out today. We're going to need to have the volume here hold up. You can see this morning, just recently, we've got some volume. So we'll see what this looks like after the market opens. And then lastly, GOVX. I was taking a look at some of the previous trading here. In fact, let me put a 5-minute chart here. You can see what kind of move this made. So we might be on the backside of the move here. The thing to monitor here is that if we take out some of these formations on the upside, it's quite possible that we actually continue to push to the upside. So I'm not necessarily sure that that's going to happen, but that's one of the things that I'm absolutely going to be waiting for here. And as you can see, I'm just going to mark off a couple more of these levels here, just in case the fireworks start. I want to have these levels already marked off on the chart. Now, zooming in here to today, let me go ahead and add one more here. Zooming in here for today, what I really need to see hold is I need to see these lows hold. If we break below this pre-market low, to me, it says that we're absolutely going to go down and test yesterday's low. I'm not going to look to play this to the short side. So I want to see how this reacts. Again, the one I'm going to be watching out of the open is SPRC. And then we're going to flip over to the scanner and watch that.
All right, guys. One thing to kind of keep on watch today is retail, right? I mean, we can talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Before I get into that retail mention, I did see in the chat a mention about Bitcoin dropping fast. I think that's something that we got to keep an eye on here. So we're going to keep an eye on it. I'll use Benzinga Pro for that. You can see here a nice little bearish pattern breaking down, heading towards the low. I think this is a good sign that potentially we might see some downside action in the overall market today. One of the things that I've been looking at more and more is how closely correlated actually Bitcoin is with the overall market. And I'm going to keep an eye on it because I feel like until this relationship breaks apart, I think you can still see Bitcoin kind of leading here and starting to make moves down. One of the things that we can see on the Bitcoin chart is that when did the market top out? When would you guys think the market topped out? What would you guys say?
Based on your cursor there, I'm going to say the end of the year.
Yeah, right around November and December, right? I mean, that was right around the time when we started topping out, and look where Bitcoin topped out also. So that just shows me more of that correlation, right? To just kind of give you guys that sight, how Bitcoin has been really correlated with the overall market. And with that being said, the reason why I think this is happening is that on this recent run, a lot of people added it to their portfolio and just made it a part of their portfolio, right? And if it's just a part of your portfolio, you probably have a good exposure to it. And I think that this is what you're seeing is just a correlation between portfolios, the overall market, and Bitcoin. We'll see what happens. Let's keep going.
Real quick, before you continue, Macy's, I went ahead and took profits here. I put it in the chat as well. I went ahead and took 3/4 of my size off at 22.17. So that's a nice little pop. And I'll see if we can test at 22.50 when the market opens for the remaining 1/2 that I have left. But it's all you, man.
Yeah, no, I can't blame you on that. Taking quick profits and, hey, what are you guys going to be upset about? Taking some profits, right?
2%
That's what it's
gain
all
on
about.
the position, so.
Hell yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So I do want to say I was wrong on the build a bear. It looked like it was a build a bull type of market. So it looks like build a bear coming in here with better than expected earnings, actually up today, up there towards 20. I mean, it's been up here before. Every time it's failed up here. So I'm not saying that, it's going to go like, really ripping here. But when you're wrong, and you got to call it out. And so I was wrong on Build-A-Bear for a while there. It was making some really good money on that trade to the short side. We were looking at that around 19, but now we're already back towards 1970. The risk should have been around 1950 if we were getting short around the 19s. So we would have already been stopped out into the pre-market. So we'll see what happens on Build-A-Bear, but it looks like Build-A-Bull, because they beat on EPS and revenue, which was not expecting. George talked about it. I think, hey, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll kind of see how it turns around here around the 20 mark today. Another thing is, if the overall market just kind of tanks today, you could kind of keep a watch that some of these can turn around. But hey, it's how it is. Sometimes you're going to get it right. And especially when you're going into earnings, there could be a pop into that and then a fade after that. So it's really hard to trade a stock that's going into earnings. That's probably what kept me out of taking the actual puts. I was just like, man, earnings though, you never know really with earnings. It always is going to change it up. They can change up the story. It could have been going bearish, now bullish. Same thing could have happened. The stock could have gone bullish and all of a sudden it just drops fast. We'll see what happens on that one. We saw a similar situation on the opposite side on like Deere. So we'll see if that can come back also. Mitch really about to replace Kramer. Hey, one of the things is that's my future outlook, man. You guys know how I am. I'm not shying away from that. I'm trying to get to the level that Kramer's on. We'll get there. We just got to keep building that bull, like Miss Whitehorse says. Let's take a look on what's going on out there today. NVIDIA, they had earnings. They dropped down pretty fast. I think this one can actually come back today. I mean, it's already up about 5% in the pre-market, so you got to be careful here on NVIDIA. But yeah, they was trading lower on financial results and issued guidance below the estimates. They pretty much gave that outlook like we're going to have some tough quarters ahead. So the next two, I think you're going to start seeing some struggling. And that just shows you what is probably going to happen in technology overall. I think you are going to see some kind of missed earnings in the next kind of quarter, but I do see some kind of slowing down kind of here. And the action is starting to go sideways versus extreme down and extreme up, which is a good sign. Let's take a look at some of these other trades on out there today. BTU is one that I'm going to be watching for an upside move. Yesterday, we got some sideways action. I'll take a look here at the hourly chart so I can show you guys that. And you can see here how we've gotten a couple pops. We got off of these levels. We popped on up, then came back, popped up, came back, popped up. I'm looking for maybe a little pullback towards 24.50, but I do think that we could see a nice push there through 25 in the morning. Let's go to it here so I can show you the pre-market look here. Let's go to the 5-minute. You can see here how we're right above towards that 25. I'm going to look for a quick pull down through this 24.50 and then look for red to green action through that 25 on BTU. I do feel like we could get another run in coal and oil. Oil has already started to take off. That's giving me that sign that, hey, look at this. Look at MRO. Look how it's taking off here. You could take a look also at XOM. Oil really starting to push, giving me that sign that we could go back into kind of this commodity push, and it could have been just a pullback. So BTU on watch. AMR has really been the strongest coal stock that has held the gains and not been so volatile. So if you want a less volatile name in coal, I would give you AMR. And of course, is X going to give it to me? X is right on this sideways trend here. So we really need to see if it can get a nice lift above these wicks around 25.29, 25.30 today. Does it start pushing? Let's go ahead. Let's make an alert there. Keep an eye out and see if X wants to give it to us.
All right.
All right. We're getting right to the bell. I think we got about, 1 minute here. So if you guys got a stock you guys want to take a look at, throw it on up. Retail stocks like Dollar Tree filling that gap, DG filling that gap. Does Target start trying to fill that gap a little bit today? I would keep an eye out on Target because I know it put out a lot of negative stuff in their earnings, but there was a lot of positive that also came in retail. So you could see this start swinging and trying to fill that gap. So I'm actually going to keep an eye out on Target to see if we just get a quick push right out the gates. And it's looking like it's setting up right now for that nice push through 158. We'll see what happens today.
We got 20 seconds here till the market starts. I see a lot of you welcoming me back. Cannot thank you enough. It's good to see everyone again. Don't think that you were going to get rid of me that easily. A little vacation and a little COVID is not going to be enough to get rid of me. Zen saying people asking when they could kiss the ring. I don't do anything like that, Zen. So unfortunately, that's not going to happen. All right. Good luck, everyone. Let's make some money today.
Let's make some money.
Oh, almost got filled at NVIDIA at that 160 level. Market went and dropped. Couldn't quite get it there. Let's see what that bottom tick was. What is that bottom tick? Missed it by about 13 cents. My buy order was at 160.10. And of course, NVIDIA, you go ahead and do exactly what I thought you would have done, but you did not give me the fill. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this trade now. Cancel. Thank you. But that would have been a nice, easy 2-point play right out the open. Just missed the buy by 10 cents, but that's quite all right.
Zunaid, have you ever heard of a buy at the open order?
Like regardless of the price, yeah, but I don't want to like do that in case it ends up at like 160.50. By the way, you've got now in Macy's going up to 22.25, so I'm already out 3/4 of my size. Gonna wait for Macy's to see if it wants to go ahead and test the 22.40s. If it tests the 22.40s, I will go ahead and exit 1/4 of my position.
Long GOVX here for a scalp.
GOVX,
right.
Put that up for you right there.
Looking for a pullback below 158 here on Target. Trying to get Target. I talked about that move. I'm going to try to get it now. Need a little pullback though here. It's already gone up through that 158 that we talked about in pre-market.
Nice. You got about 4 or 5 cents there so far.
Yep. I don't want this to go red on me at first trade since being back, so I'm going to be a little wimpy with it if it starts to sell off here, but I caught good entry there. So see if we can take out 204 here. Here we go. 205. I'd like to get 210 here.
Oh, nice, man. Already 5 cents there. Nice. Welcome back, sir.
Boom, boom, baby.
Come on, take out 205. Let's go. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Come on, man. I know Chaz was talking about.
I'm taking it. Oh, I got it. Holy smokes, I got it on that.
Right before that?
Right before that. Oh, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, folks. That was unbelievable. What an asshole. So real quick, there's actually a real quick lesson right there. as soon as I said that I don't want this to go red, and the upward momentum felt like it was kind of slowing down, I was like, I'll just take this and wait for it to set up again. Literally hit flatten now. And as soon as my order filled, I saw that candle drop. I actually made $100 on that. I'm surprised. I actually thought I was going to take an L, but all right. So I guess I was lucky on that one. Ready to go here out of the gates. 1 for 1.
Way to go, man. On the Macy's, I'm all out of the 1/4 size. By the way, I told you guys I'd get out at 22.40s. I went ahead and exited at 22.51s. So I'm out of Macy's, all of it. The trend could still follow, but I'm already out of Macy's. And look at NVIDIA, man. I'm a little upset that we went ahead and missed the entry by 10 cents because look at that ripper. $5 out the open. But this is why we enjoy watching the levels, and we know we want to get in where, but unfortunately just missed it by 13 cents. Hopefully some of you guys caught that trade.
So
but
one
so far,
second, Jessica's saying, missed having everyone together. Jessica, is that a Benzinga mug in your picture? +1 if that's the case. Funny story here, real quick for you. I didn't actually know about this until the next day, but one of the evenings that I was on vacation, I was having a lot of fun, had quite a bit to drink, and apparently at one point I yelled across the bar, "Where's Mitch?"
Where's Mitch?
I yelled, "Where's Mitch?" And my friends, there's no Mitch amongst my friends. They asked, "What the hell's going on?" And the next day when they were asking me about it, I was like, "Oh, I think I was talking about one of my coworkers." So apparently I missed having the whole group together too. And
that's what happens, man. The spirit of Mitch, man. The spirit of Mitch at the bars, you know?
I love it. At the bars.
So you're not the only one. Okay. And now real quick, Mitch, I know that you said you just had a trade. I don't want to babble too much here.
You're good, man. Just long Walmart.
What I've actually, one of the things that Pro is going to be releasing here is going to be the new layout system that's going to allow you to have more than 4 tools, and it's going to allow you to adjust them some more. So this is currently live on the beta site, and I'm testing it out today. So basically what I have right here is the scanner that you're accustomed to, the details tool that you're accustomed to. I have halts and resumes here, block trades here, and a news feed here. So I should have everything that we need to get whatever information it is that we need in this new setup. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'm really excited for this, so I'm hoping to deploy this soon and have a lot of people real happy about that.
All right, in the chat, lots going on, guys. If you guys got anything, throw it up in the chat. I see Bros comments. I see GME hauling butt. It's hauling butt out there. I want F to move more, says White Horse. I see Dollar Tree in the chat. I'm taking Walmart here. We'll see if we can get on through these levels. I'll show you guys right now. VWAP trade here for Walmart. I tried to get Target, but Target was already moving too fast, so I went with Walmart. Another trade in the industry. Seeing here mentions of AAL. Looks like maybe airlines up a little bit today. Let's take a look. What are you seeing on out there in the tech land, Zunaid?
Well, you've already got NVIDIA. We talked about missing a $3 pop, then a $5 pop, and now we've missed a $9 pop. Look at that.
I was looking at it too, man. I had that feeling. You know, it was hated this morning, but I mean, I think we could easily see why it was going to pop back up.
I don't know who was hating it, but it ain't going to be me. As you can see now, it's trying to go red to green across the 170 area. You, of course, have SPY that went ahead and popped above 400. Now, let's see if we can break that 401. Again, that's the area that we've got to go to. That was a pre-market high, so that's what we got to keep an eye on. Of course, I see snow moving as well. I'm not in this one here, but you see a nice little wick off of the 112 level. Not in snow just yet, but I'm interested in it if it can go ahead and set a trend up for us. But I am also seeing some red box, Ryan. $11 calls coming in. Let me go ahead and check this out. You've got the 11. Yeah, I might have to figure out a way to get in this one real quick. Give me a sec. Let me see what the levels are looking like on Redbox.
Oh.
Redbox, I'm going to take a very small size here. Take about just 1/4 size here. Got filled at $8.56 on Redbox. My stop loss is going to be below $8. So I'm risking $8. Excuse me, I'm risking 50 cents on Redbox. I'm hoping to get at least 9 or at least about $8.88 or so. Let's see if I can get that. $8.88. The order is out on the limit. Or the limit order is out. We'll see if I can go ahead and get that fill. But anyway, Redbox.
What was your entry? Sorry, what was your entry again?
You're good. My entry is $8.56 on Redbox. My stop loss is going to be below $8. Redbox, you have the $11 calls coming in on the ask, expiring a little further out there, expiring like June 17th. But let's see if we can get some traction and some trend here. Small size since my entry is a little bit higher than my risk, but just wanted to get in on the fun.
Need recovery here on Walmart. If not, going to stop out through the 124.50s. That would be about a 30-cent stop out. This is a smaller position. Remember, it's a $120 stock. We'll see what happens here. And if we can get it back above VWAP. It held up for a second there and then came back down.
I took some red box with Zunaid. I went small, just 300 shares. Very small position here. I got filled at 852.
That red box life.
The red box life, man. If that's moving, we got to trade it.
Okay.
You've
Get
got,
those DVDs while they last, man.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I went. You know what? Maybe we can make some money on Redbox. We can go and get a Redbox movie.
Yeah,
Why?
remember, they're going to sell out. So, I mean, hey, why not?
This is why we took a small position, immediately yanked.
Yeah, the closer it gets to 8, I'll add some more on there. Currently, I have 1/4 of my normal size just because I wanted to get in case it started a little rampage to the upside. But Snow went ahead and nicely moved above the 115. Now it's at 118 as NVIDIA. SPY, by the way, looking to break 401. Let me see if I can. Let's see what's going on. SPY 401. The closer you get, the closer. And now it's above 401. Bet you NVIDIA is going bonkers too. And NVIDIA is still trying to get above that 170, and right on cue it does. Oh man, beautiful move on NVIDIA. Just beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful for sure. Should have been able to nail that one too. Was looking for red to green. I talked about it in pre-market, but the levels I was looking for a little bit closer towards 158. It popped right above 160 though. And that sucks because I mean it didn't even give you the 160, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah, I want to go along on a couple of things here, including the SPY and the Qs, but again, it's ripping, so I'm gonna wait for a little better of a setup and a risk reward wise, but still in red box, excuse me, not roadblocks.
All right, guys, getting that move in Walmart. We're going to take some profit here, taking about half of it off here. Good gain here for us in Walmart. Nice trade there, guys. Look at that, guys. Boom, right back up there to the high. We take half of it off there and let the rest of it try to run. We'll see if we can get a runner on here on Walmart. Needs to hold VWAP now, so we'll still be in the green no matter what, and I can let this trade work.
Morning, Jeff D's. Nice to see you again. Looks like you're swinging SOXL. From the 1882s. Nice buy there. Huge push here on SOXL. These are great trading vehicles. Nice. I'm glad that you brought that up. I actually completely forgot about that.
Like that pullback in BTU.
Big pullback
like
here in Redbox.
2450s is what I want.
Went ahead and added some more here. A little bit of Redbox. Got filled at $8.28. Going to add some more as it comes to 8.
Nice pullback there.
The size that I did add here at 828, I am going to go ahead and sell it if we can go ahead and get a scalp, but now it's coming down a little bit more. Oh, yeah. All right. I hear you, Redbox. I hear you.
Whoa,
you're upset.
Big pull. Big pull.
BBY.
Just be careful on out there, guys.
Add a little bit more size at 809. The size that I added at 809, I'm going to try to get rid of it at 824.
I added a little bit here as well. I'm looking to sell on the next pop up if we get it.
Just saw
my stop here is going to be just 8 flat, by the way.
Big red candle got put in on Best Buy. Just want to call that out. Big red candle for Best Buy. Just be careful on out there.
The ads that I had at 808, I went ahead and sold all the ads at 824, so got some gains there. Whew. Little rush there.
Yeah, it's a mover. It's a moving. All right, guys, about to break out here, trying to get this high of the day push here on Walmart and then be able to take some profit and just end the day, at least on the first trade. It's not looking too bad right now. It's a good trade so far. Just trying to let it break out here through the 50s.
Redbox trying to bounce here. We'll see if it actually gets enough juice to do so.
Retail, yeah, definitely continuing the strength there.
Come on.
There's a nice push in Walmart.
Let me put a Walmart here for you on your left.
You're good. No worries. I'm just going to take profit into this move. Just trying to let it push through 50s.
There you go. I remember the second ads that we had. I'm looking to sell those at 840s if I can. 840, the limit order is out.
So we're actually back above VWAP here. I got VWAP of 827. This actually feels like it wants to push higher here. Here's some more buying volume.
Yeah, give me 5 more cents to get out of
Stopped
my
at
second.
835 there.
Come on. Nice play on Walmart. That's
All right,
above
I'm out on
125.
that pull there.
All right.
All right, there's a nice push in Walmart. Boom. Just took it off there at 125.78. Really close to a point on that trade. Not a bad trade there in Walmart today. And that was a look given in pre-market off of essentially seeing some retail favor come back. And so you look for one that's beaten down and look for it to pop a little bit. Yeah, I'm still in Duke. The one that I got stopped out yesterday is Ollie. Ollie down at the end of the day. I did get stopped out in that. So that one was a little bit upsetting. The worst part about that one is I actually lost a little bit of money on that. And that just goes to show you might want to have a protective stop sometimes. I was deep in the green in Ollie, but then I just stopped watching it for a little bit. And yes, I ended up getting a loser in Ollie.
All right, red box looking to break below 8. I'm going to go ahead and add some more size here just to see if I can get a quick bounce off that $8 level. Got filled at 802.
Hey, if you left 46% on the table, it's okay. Don't be upset. Just look back. Did you hold to your plan? That's what you want to do. Don't try to compare what was the result that happened to what you got. Try to compare how you executed. Execution is way more important than results because results come from good execution.
Come on. Go back to the 20s. Go back to the 20s.
All right, I'm going to let BTU come down here. I'm looking for it to really hold the support of 24.25. 24.50 around that area is where I want to enter, but I'm going to let it come down here towards that 24.25. I want it to come back scooping up, and then I can look for it. I am seeing some pullbacks on some stocks now. They're coming to VWAP, so just be careful out there, and we'll see what happens.
Come on, red box.
Yeah, can it hold? I'm sure everyone's watching that. Crypto market getting beat up.
Red box went ahead and broke $8. I'm out. A red box got filled at 796 after it broke 8.
Let's take a look there at the Bitcoin life. At Bitcoin down about 3.5%. See what I can get here. See if I can get a daily chart up for us. Okay. The big thing for Bitcoin today is if it cracks 2,800. 2,800 could bring you to the low of 26,700. So 26,700. That would be the next stop after that 28 crack.
What's up?
I'm just laughing at Jessica there. She said, still laughing about the intro, celebrating winter indoors. Nice. I took so many comments about being pale. I had to joke around with it. So I'm also like, just coming off of COVID. So I suspect I'm going to look even better next week. We'll see though.
Hey, only one way, man. You focus on your execution. And the truth is that execution is the difference between a planned attack and actual results. And so in between there's something called execution. And I think that's what you always need to be focusing on. Am I executing to the top of my ability? When I'm at that point, I'm hitting the gas pedal. When I'm not at that point, I'm hitting the brake pedal. This is why I say taking data of your strategy is so important. And not only taking data of your strategy, but how you yourself executes that strategy. All right, patience, my boys. We're still in the bear market, says SRT8 Challenger. Hey, those aren't too bad to drive. I've driven one of those. Those are fun.
I totally agree. We're still in a bear market, but one of the things that I've been doing to kind of navigate my way through this bear market is trying to trade more short-term things and kind of build up, I don't want to call it a bankroll, but build up some daily profits to kind of pad the longs that might take a beating from this bear market. So I agree with you. We're always going to look for opportunity no matter what the tape is. Bear tape can make it much more difficult, can also make it easier to find relative strength. So I completely agree. We're still in that, still in a bear market. We're going to try to play whatever we can get our hands on.
Like in BTU here, it is kind of bottoming out really close to that 24.50. So that would be the risk right now if we take it here versus 24.25. SPY looks like it wants to get through the 402s. We'll see if it can get on through there.
Yeah, I was waiting for the Qs to come back to the 292s to play some calls, but I didn't get the entry point I wanted.
It's been a massive rip up in the ASO in the last 2 days. Lord Ryan, you don't know maybe, but Dick's got destroyed on their earnings, and it caused Academy Sports ASO to come down pretty big.
Ooh.
And it's actually been making a huge run back. Also HIBB. Those are stocks that have been extremely oversold and then got pushed back, and they've made some great moves in the last 2 days.
You know, it looks like it's not just ASO. It looks like it's also Dick's itself.
Yeah, it came back.
Was Dick's earnings yesterday?
Yesterday was it? Yes, it was yesterday.
The 25th.
Yes, it was yesterday pre-market.
Yeah. So I know it traded lower. Let me go back to this chart. So it definitely traded lower, but it ended up going green. And
Yeah.
it's still holding that here today. Oh, my voice still a little affected.
BTU pushing, guys, got there to 24.87s, 24.50s was a good look entry there. I put that out in my trade ideas widget in Benzinga Pro, guys. You guys got to check those out. There's been some great ideas on there. The other day we were reviewing it, and I saw a couple trades higher than 8% in one day given on that trade ideas widget. Not one, but multiple. So definitely, guys, if you guys don't have Benzinga Pro or are not using the trade ideas widget, at least take a peek. You might find a good idea.
And we talk all the time about community here. The trade ideas widget is one of the best widgets for that, right? The community is sharing their expertise and their different ideas.
All right, BTU starting to run there, guys. I'm going to look for a pullback to get in, join in on the party, but it's not looking bad there. Look at that. Nice little hold of that 24.50. Started pushing through there at the 24.75. Is already up there towards 25. I'm looking for a pullback to 24.75 to join the party. But BTU loves the trend and go really fast in one way. So we'll see what happens if this can start moving up. One thing to note, paper products up, steel up. So is X going to give it to us today? Doesn't look bad. It's a nice little kind of ascending triangle. I might actually take this. We'll see what happens.
I'm going to go ahead and try to play red box here again. Trying to scalp it a little bit, but I still have a position of 804 that I went ahead and added after I got stopped out. Wanted to see some price action. I'm going to wait till this EMA breaks the 780 low of that. I would go ahead and get out of the position. Maybe if I have the courage, I will go ahead and add above VWAP. But at the moment, I don't want to give up the great gains that we already had in the morning. What did I trade in the morning? I don't even remember. What did we trade? Let me go ahead and check back this list. We traded we traded Macy's and then GOVX, thanks to Ryan. And red box is the only L at the moment. It looks like we scalped some around $8 and sold it at 824, I see. But anyway, don't want to give up those gains. So I'm going to be a little bit more methodical, if you will.
Liking this X, might take it right here. It's looking like it wants to get through there. Starter on there, looking to add on any pullbacks here.
APYX spiking here. I don't have any context on this. Let me see what's going on. Right at 5 here. FDA 510K clearance for the use of Reuvian cosmetic technology and dermal resurfacing procedures. God, that sounds awful. So, what the hell? Dermal resurfacing procedures.
Hey, sometimes you gotta resurface that.
You know what? I wouldn't know anything about that.
Just take
The
some
market likes this,
sandpaper,
though.
dude.
The market must like dermal resurfacing. So here
Just
we
take
go.
some sandpaper, bro.
That just sounds awful.
Oh man, LAC
I'm not going to
being
chase this
brought
here,
up
but
there.
I'm not going to chase this here, but it's possible that this sets up for another trade. So we'll watch that.
All right, guys, I did get a little entry there on X, looking for the push here above 25.15s here. Let's see if we get this lift and a takeoff. Could be trappy right here, so I'm going to be waiting for a second. I want to see the volume increase into the breakout. That's what I'm not seeing right now. That's why I'm not confirming into another ad here. I want to see the volume just start ticking up here. The volume's actually down ticking from the open.
VRM at high a day here. 157 looks like the high a day. Is it halted? No.
It's pushing. That's what it is.
It's trying to chop this down. Huge seller here, 157.
Sounds like a belt sander. Look at this X move, guys. So we got an up one, down one, up two, down two, up three. Shouldn't break that support from that point. That's down towards 2490s. We're looking for a breakout above that. The rule of three has it breaking out and not even testing the trend line. We could test it there, but let's see if it gets a nice level of breakout to 2529s. That's what we're looking for in X.
I might try a little bit of this here. VRM on this 157.
All right, just got
No
that
guts,
volume.
no glory. Trying some of it.
Looking for a little pullback to add.
Here we go. We're taking it. There we go. So we're through 157 on VRM. Let's see if we can keep pushing here.
All right, Tesla. I see you, Tesla. I see you, Tesla. I get it.
I'll be right back, guys.
Now VRM a little extended here, so especially with me not being 100%, I'm gonna be quick on the trigger. But we took out the big spot there at 157. Looks like there was another spot here was 153. Looks like a lot of stock swapped hands there as well. So see if we can keep pushing here. 160 to me looks like that would probably be the next resistance spot. It's only 2 cents higher from where we're at.
Red box coming down. I'm
Here
going to
we
go
go.
ahead and add a little bit more since it's close to my risk.
More prints at 159. Yeah, I got the spammer there, Born. Sorry about that.
See what's going on with CVX here.
Ooh, big sale there. Still watching. Oh, yep. Still watching VRM. Really would like to see this try to take out 160 and then keep moving up. If it can do that, that would be great. But otherwise, this will probably be much ado about nothing. Did you guys ever had to read that in high school or college?
Read what? I'm sorry.
Shakespeare.
I'm sure I did. I wasn't exactly the best.
Doesn't sound like it was that impactful. Doesn't sound
I
like
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't exactly the best. I'm gonna take a shot here at CVX. By the way, 177.50 calls got filled at $1.27. I see some 180s coming in for this week's expiration. So if they are correct, our 177.50 should do well. And I am about to get stopped out of red box if it drops about another 6 cents. Oh man, did I get stopped?
Looks
out?
like,
No,
yeah,
that's
Born
someone
and
else.
Jeff, you guys had iambic pentameter. Oh, you guys are hilarious.
I did get stopped out. I am out. of Redbox.
Wow, Veru, that a nice push off the bottom there. I'm surprised that didn't show up on my scanner. Maybe it did and I just missed it. I might have to tighten some of these up a little bit. We'll see. And APYX up towards 550 now. Hey, Dylan, fellas, my trading has improved so much since I started here. Appreciate you. That is amazing. That might be one of the best comments we get on a on the daily basis. We are
Appreciate
out
you,
here
man.
to help. Glad it's working for you.
Appreciate you. And look, Tesla now, high a day. Higher than broke the pre-market highs as well. I'm looking to get into Tesla 700 calls. If I can get them around $4, that'd be lovely. But at the moment, they're going for $5, and I don't want to pay that much because I'm cheap.
VRM, it fell beneath that 157, but it got bought right back up. Big prints here too. So I feel like there's definitely a buyer here. The question is going to be how much can that buyer push the price here? And I don't have my full patience back yet. So.
Ow. Come on. Oh, man, that was a nice morning rush, though. That was good.
Where's Redbox at now?
Currently at 773. I got stopped out as it broke the EMA here.
Yeah, so my stop earlier at 825 was the right move. That's always good to know.
Sure was.
Chris in the chat says Redbox under 8, now only $7 to fall to get to its takeout value. Yeah, I'm with you there, Chris. This would not be a long-term hold at all. Here we go on VRM. Back at 159 ask. Let's see if we can actually push through that 160. I would close the trade if we did that. Decent size seller here at 159, but this can get taken out pretty quickly.
Let's see what's going on here. What was I about to do? What was I looking at? CVX. There we go. At what position I was in? CVX, if it gets to about 176, closer to that, I can add some more. But for now, I want to stick to the calls that I have. They're up a whopping 0.5%. So nothing at all.
The calls on which one?
The CVX calls, the
gotcha.
177.50 calls. I got filled at 127. And yeah, they're not moving as much as I would have liked. Let's take a look at what SPY is doing here. You see Tesla trying to break highs again, but let's go and take a look at SPY here now at 402.50s. I was hoping to play the Qs, but it never, ever quite gave me the entry I was looking for. But now that I look back at the chart, hindsight, this was a decent spot to 293, 10 minutes in to the open. What are you playing?
I closed VRM here. I'm not getting the movement that I wanted. I'll wait for a better setup. It looks like the offer's building at 158, although some of the size was just hidden. So there might be some games going on there. I'm actually just going to sit this one out. I sold this for flat. Actually, it looks like technically I got a penny, so I made $10. Wow.
Nice.
That's a ramen for lunch, Zunaid. Ramen for lunch.
Love it.
Yeah, Brock saying market is popping. Market has moved up here right out of the open, so that is definitely good to see. Definitely good to see.
All right, come on, CVX. I need more than 7%. Come on. Come on. Looking for a breakout above 177. That's the goal. Can you give it to me?
APYX, man, this thing is... I definitely was in the wrong one. Didn't see a spot here. And so real quick on a stock like APYX, let me throw up my screen here real quick. You know, it's easy to look back at something and be like, oh, wow, I should have been in that one. But there was nothing really here to set this up for me. I guess this break of the pre-market high, this was today, right? Yeah, I guess the break of this pre-market high would have been it, but I normally use volume as my signal for that, and we didn't get any of that. So let me draw the line and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Here's the spot in terms of price, but you can see as this stock traded up here, there was nothing spectacular with the volume. And in fact, it wasn't until it actually broke this spot and started to move that volume started to expand. And that's when we started to look at it. So trade here has been a great trade through 460. We got about $1 here out of it, but tough for me to actually execute that without that volume being the signal. Zen Bullish, Ryan, you could get an avocado toast. So I went to a breakfast restaurant while I was in Arkansas called First Watch. Apparently, it's a chain. A lot of people have heard about it. It is spectacular, but they legit had avocado toast on the menu.
Yep.
I ordered a delicious like chorizo sandwich and a multigrain pancake. I skipped the avocado toast, but it was on there. It was on there. I actually saw somebody else. There's a heaping thing of avocado too.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but it's a little too healthy for me.
Avocado toast. Do you like avocado in general?
I never had it.
Wow.
I know.
Excuse me.
If it's green, I don't want it unless it's grapes.
Green grapes are awesome. You ever freeze grapes and eat them like sorbet?
Yeah.
Whew. You live in Atlanta, right?
Sure do.
Oh, that would be great in a hot Atlanta summer, I bet.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I should put some in the freezer today.
Jeff Dees, you're in Tulsa. You know, it's funny. A couple of the guys I was with was like, hey, do you want to go check out the last day of the PGA tournament on Sunday? I couldn't because my flight back was on Sunday. But that would have been a heck of a day to see. And that it was a heck of a golf tournament to see. And that's only an hour and a half from where I was, Jeff. So you're not even that far.
Waiting on CVX here to go ahead and break the 177 to the upside. You've also got GME getting plenty of action. Bounced off a 115 at the open, currently trading at 132 with the highs of 136. And you've got Tesla now at 670. If Tesla again comes back to VWAP, I would be interested in grabbing some calls. But for now, I'm going to stay put and just hope for the CVX to break to the upside.
SPRC from the morning list here, trying to take out this formation. Let me pull this up here. So this is this formation that we're trying to take out here. This would be great. And I'm looking at my, what do we got here? 330. Snap 330. We could be in good shape here. 329, 330. Yep. Interesting. I'll watch this one. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take a starter here. I'm going to take a starter here and see where this goes. Reduce my size just a little bit on the starter position until we get the full entry trigger. Then they just brought a huge offer in.
All right, guys, just want to put out there, SPY getting close towards a topping candle there near 10 a.m. You got kind of like a hangman up there, so just be careful. You could see a change here. If not, an explosion right back up. I think you're in that little in-between spot right now. You're starting to go sideways on the SPY here. We'll see what happens. Still in X. We'll see what happens there. Holding right now towards that 24.90 area, and we're in at an average of 25.10 just to give you guys an update, and we'll see what happens.
Here we go on SPRC. We're attacking the 325 spot here. I'm seeing some big buys come across the tape. More push here. We're at the 330 level. There goes 330 and down. 332 now. Let's see if we can keep pushing here. Yep, and we got a lot of room here too. So the next spot I'd look at is 351. Big offer here at 335, which they're taking. Stopped at 335. All right, so the next spot here I'm looking at is 350. I think if you snap 350 at that point, maybe this thing gets wild. I'm in from 325, by the way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get up towards 350 here. Close this puppy out for another win here. 345. Here we go. Oh yeah, here we go. 350. Let's take out that 350. Let's take out that 350. Oh, came back off that 350 spot. I'm going to close it right here and wait for it to set up again. Boom, another trade.
Nice.
King
Way to
Kong ain't got
execute that.
shit on me, Zunaid.
I love it. Welcome back, man. Welcome
Thank you. It's
back.
good to be back. I missed all of you, by the way. I missed all of you. I had a great time, but I still missed all of you.
Hey, we did as well, man. I'm still waiting on the CVX to go ahead and crack this 177. It's literally been trying to poke at it, but just hasn't quite been able to break it. You just gotta break it, man.
Man, SPRC, soon as it took out that formation, the thing got wild. It couldn't take this out all morning. And then as soon as it did, look at the volume just expand and push back up there. Awesome. 350 is your next spot if we're going to trade this again, by the way. Beat that chest, Ryan. Show King Kong. Jeff, I'm going to wait another day before I start punching myself. But that's a good piece of advice there. Lord COVID.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but that's funny as hell.
That is funny. You got to laugh. You got to laugh. If you don't have a sense of humor, man, it's going to be tough to make it through this life.
Oh, that's funny as hell. All right, CVX, I get it. You're not happy with me. You want to come down. I get it. I get it. I get it. I hear you. I hear you. Let me see what those contracts are now going for. $1.13. Okay. Okay. Do I want to add here? Yeah, it's closer to VWAP. I'm going to add a couple more calls. Got filled at $1.13. CVX 177.50. So if it breaks VWAP, I will be out. Tesla, let's see what you're doing, pal.
Oh, there it goes. SPRC through 350. Oh man, we had this flat. I love it. Zunaid, you asked for a banger. You shall get a banger. We had this absolutely planned out in the pre-market. Now we're executing here. We are above 350. As long as we hold above 350, this thing can move. Again, the pre-market high was 465. Not a guarantee we get back there, but a nice range as long as this volume holds up here. Oh, yeah, baby, what a pop.
Yeah, it looks like it definitely has room to go based on the pre-market activity there.
Gary, yep. Gary, it looks like that big seller that we've been waiting through, unfortunately, in Chara. It would appear, knock on wood, it would appear that that seller is done. Oh, hold on. Let me block the porn spammer. All right. Up again. Really?
Yeah, I can.
No, I got him. Oh, an error occurred. Try refreshing. Probably already blocked.
Yeah.
Boy, we blocked you so fast. We got errors on our end. Take that. Yeah. So anyway, Chara, let's talk a little bit about this. I'm going to give you my best educated guess on what's going on here. This was a stock that was owned by a couple of funds, and I believe that one of the funds was liquidated. In fact, let me see if there is. No, that wouldn't be the insiders. I'll see if I can find some of those filings. I'll see if I can find some of these filings. But anyway, there was a fund that was being liquidated that held Chara. And I think that the way this goes is that generally you want to sell the things that you can. And when they first started to get liquidated, Chara was at like $4.99. It started to sell off with the global sell-off, and then the fund tried to liquidate. And this is an illiquid stock. So you're talking about liquidating 1.6 million shares in a stock that trades on average 90,000 shares a day. So that's where you're going to see a whole bunch of this downward movement. Now, I saw some huge prints the other day. In fact, on May 23rd, this stock traded 232,000 shares of volume. That looked like that was the bottom. And I think that was the remains of that seller being taken out. The trading action that we're seeing since then is very, very conducive to that, because it looks like this is actually returning to where it should be, about $4, I would say. I actually think it should be much higher, but that's because I've been following this company for a long time. So I'm going to try to leave my personal opinion aside. I think that this should probably go back towards 4 now that that seller is done. We'll see. The action today is encouraging. I'm glad I stuck with this. I'm glad I added on the way down. That's what doing your due diligence and having conviction in a position can do. I was staring at, almost a 5-figure loss on this at one point. But I believe in what's going on. I believe in the information that I get, and hopefully that patience will be rewarded. So we will see.
How long is your outlook, I guess? Or how much?
When I first entered this
you know what I
trade,
mean?
my time horizon was 1 to 3 years. I've been in it now, I think 9 months. So I'm approaching the bottom end of the range. I think what's honestly going to happen now, Zunaid, given the market conditions and what's going on, I think that this company is likely to be acquired. And building my position in a way that, is kind of lowering my cost basis. I think even if this company gets acquired for, $8, that's going to be over 100% gain for me on the equity. So I think a more realistic thing is probably between 10 and 12. But again, I don't want to get greedy. We will see. This is really, it's going to be tough for me to say that there's going to be roses on the other end of this, because it's been so awful. It's been trading so awfully recently. Sorry if I'm not putting the correct words together. I guess
it doesn't matter. You're good. You're good. By the way, nice ads on CVX on the VWAP here, as it looks to once again break out of 1 set. Let me just hear it. I'm going to go to do this. Just look at CVX here. All right. For the past 40 minutes, it's tried to break this 177 and it just hasn't. Maybe I should just give up on it, as I'm up about 5% on the contracts. My ads at 113 are now pretty decent. They're nothing to write home about, but I still want that breakout because I'm a stubborn SOB. And you've got Redbox, by the way, now cracking above VWAP and now going above 825. It's a nice little comeback for Redbox. And you've got Tesla above 683. Tesla just could not come down to VWAP for me. I missed it by $3. Good God. Looks like some folks in the FinTwit world are also taking a look at CVN. Not interested in that one, but maybe if it gets some volume, we can play it.
WWE in the SmackDown.
You guys interrupt me if you have a trade, but I want to address James's question. This is one that we get all of the time, and it's a good one. James is saying, do you all have accounts over 25K? Not sure how to effectively scalp trade with the pattern day trade. Any good faith violation rules in effect? Okay, so a couple of things that you can do here. Yes, first of all, full disclosure, yes, my account is over 25K, has been for some time. I generally say that you probably should try to limit your day trading if you're under the 25K threshold, just because it can be very difficult. You can end up getting your account locked for closing positions only. One of the ways that you can get around this is trading in a cash account. You just have to wait. You have to kind of manage the amount of funds and wait for them to settle before placing more day trades. Or 2, let's say you have 15,000, taking 5 or 6 or 7 and putting it in one account and then putting the remainder in another account. Now you've doubled the amount of day trades that you can make in a 5-day period. So there are a couple of different ways that you can attack this, but I think that one of the other things is that, maybe kind of slowing your trade down. I know one of the things I've been saying here is that in the environment that we find ourselves in, I've been day trading and scalping to keep myself afloat. That's because I don't want to initiate new positions and hold them overnight. However, if I was in a position where I couldn't necessarily scalp, then I might try to play overnight patterns, and I might just reduce my size in such a way where I don't wake up the next day and feel like I've been completely gutted. So there are a couple of ways to get around that. And then the last thing that I want to say, Nathan is asking, what about an offshore account? I've heard that you can do that. I've never had an offshore account myself. I don't have any experience with that. I don't want to act like I'm some sort of expert because I've literally never done that myself, but I've heard that you can do that. One of the guys I worked with had an offshore account that wasn't affected by the pattern day trader rule. But there are other things that you can do. And then finally, the other thing that I want to say about that is that once you get to 25, it's not like the race is over, right? Because if you get to, let's say, 25.5 and you're making some day trades and your account gets flagged as a pattern day trader, and then you lose $600 and you close beneath the 25K threshold, you're going to have a day equity call on your account. And that means you either can't day trade. If you do execute a day trade, your account's going to get locked, or you have to bring that account above 25K. So I would try to develop good habits so that even if you get to 25K and you briefly go beneath it, you're okay still. You're not, oh, shoot, what do I do? It's over now. That's what you want to avoid.
Yeah, solid insight. CVX, in the meanwhile, still can't break 177. Good God. But Tesla
Voodoo's
is
hitting it
moving
right on the
nice.
head here, by the way.
Well, Ryan, good advice. Slowly trading. Yep.
It's all about setups, folks. It's all about setups. Nothing's going to be for sure, but if you put yourself in good setups, your odds of being profitable are going to go up. Let's put it that way.
AMD went ahead and touched almost 174 off of the 160. I'm still so annoyed we missed a try. We missed a buy on that. I think what I need to start doing is, like, for example, if I know that I want to buy it at 160, I need to buy like 1/4 at 160.25, 1/4 at 160.15, 1/4 at 160.05. You know what I mean? Just spread them out. That's probably what I need to do next time. Still in this CVX, though. It's the only trade I'm currently in. Redbox had a nice pop up above VUAP. Went ahead and hit above 850s as well. And came on back down.
Shelly, I hope you're there. Buddy, come here. Come here.
Don't you set up alerts, Zunaid? Yeah, I do. The reason I missed NVIDIA at 160 wasn't because of my alerts. It was because my buy order was at 160.10. And then this came all the way down to 160.22. So I missed my buy limit by 12 cents. And we've got a friend here.
We've got Buddy. Can you block the porn spammer since I have my hands full?
I sure can. With the Buddy, yeah.
Here we go, Shelly. He's fine. I will say this. He was very, very sweet. When I was sleeping, he would make sure that I had company the whole time. Very, very, very good boy. Now he's watching the baby birds who are getting ready to come out of the hole there.
How do I feel like about playing 404 puts? Could be good for a scalp. But definitely not something that I want to like
you don't need
hold on to for too long. I want to, the trend is your friend, if you will. But yeah, definitely not a bad spot to just play a quick scalp from maybe half a point to a point. At the moment, let's see. I just don't know how many accounts these porn folks have. Jesus.
Okay. Feeling pretty good, folks. Does Buddy try to eat the birds? Jeff, that is his number one goal every day, is to catch the pet birds that I have and eat them, as well as breaking out and eating everything that he can find outside. So yes, the cat wants to eat the birds. That bird hole that I showed you a couple of weeks ago, the babies are now starting to poke their heads out, and he is seeing it, and he is going ballistic. So
on CVX here, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and take an L on this one. I am losing 20% on these contracts, including the ads that I had. So I'm out CVX 96 cents, taking an L. Sad.
That's kind of funny, actually, guys.
All right, guys. Sorry, I've been a bit away, just dealing with something here at Benzinga. Just going to go ahead and probably take some profit here into X, looking for it to get towards the resistance of 25.29. But let's see if we can get it up there towards 25.25, and then we could take a little bit of profit there, look for the breakout continuing. But this has just held the trend, so we'll see if X is trying to give it to me. How's the tech land? Did we turn around yet? Still pushing?
Yeah.
Still pushing.
Up about 2% on the Qs.
We'll see what's going on out there. It's always interesting when we get a kind of Fed talk and the market goes up off of like kind of negative talk. It's always interesting, you know. I said it just goes to show you that you can't always just put logic into the market.
Any levels on Apple to watch? Let's go to Apple.
Apple's actually had a good day here today.
Yeah. Where's Apple? There's Apple. I don't have one till about 144. Oh, this is another one. Damn it. This one could have been. I got to do a better job there. What's on me?
All right, 21s, 22s, still not the 25s yet.
Oh man, he wants that bird so bad.
He just wants to play with them, Lord Ryan.
He does not want to play with them. If
I
I
don't
play,
think
you
play
mean
pick.
decapitate, then I would agree with you because I can assure
That's
you
how cats. That's how cats play, man.
That's how cats play, exactly.
Have you ever seen them grab a mouse?
Yes, I have.
I actually used to have when I was growing up, there was a street cat that was like around my neighborhood that we used to like kind of like feed because I used to hang out, you know, when I was a degenerate high schooler, you know, just maybe a little, I'd be outside just hanging out with my friends and then we'd watch this cat at night. And this cat used to go hunting at night, man. If there was a rat, I've seen that thing run across the street into the grass, just wow, take it down. Hey, that's how it is. Cats don't play, man. I remember we called that one King James. That was when
King James. That's not a bad name for a cat either.
Yeah, that was when LeBron James chose to come to Miami. The Heat.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
So I was like, yeah, King James. And then when James left, I was like, now you're Queen James.
Take that.
Yeah, you really hurt his feelings there.
Hey,
so you really showed him.
Hey, we took care of that cat, Zunaid. We took care of that cat when he came to Miami, but when he left, cat got left out. Nah, someone ended up picking him up and taking him inside.
CVX cool went ahead and broke VWAP, and then went right back up. Said, bye-bye, Zunaid. I'm going to go ahead and go on without you. That's fine. Do you.
Cool cats. Shout out to the cool cats. The NFT life.
Yeah, I wonder how the NFT folks are doing.
They're actually doing really well. There's an NFT doing really well right now. They'll be talking about it on Roadmap later today.
What time is that?
That's at 2 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss that out, guys. Definitely, if you want to find out about the NFT that's doing well right now, and I'm talking well, we're not talking about like 10% gains, right? That's the one thing that I'll say about the NFTs in the crypto worlds. I mean, if you're smart and you play that risk tight, holy crap, have I seen some crazy returns in NFTs and crypto. We're not talking, 10%. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of percent. So, hey, who knows?
Let's see here. Let me go on the back.
And it's not Moonbirds.
Yeah, I'm not in the space of NFTs, so I have no idea.
I'm surprised you're not, Zunaid, being so close to gaming. How are you not in NFTs yet, man?
Because I'm in too many. I'm in the stocks. I'm in the other stuff that I do.
Too many areas, right? Yeah, it's hard, man. I hear you, man.
I'm
Zunaid,
learning how
I've
to
been
trade
into
futures. I just
sports, stocks, and then it's hard to just add something else, right? A third thing. It starts.
I also haven't been a believer in Top Shot, right? And I've been right so far about it, so it's kind of like, all right, like.
Well, when did you say that? Like before it got popular, or
as it was popular.
As it was popular. I think what happened with Top Shots is a clear example of how you release the NFTs is so important. Once they changed it to supply that was almost guaranteed, like you would have to submit requests for those packs, and you would get okay, you can only get 1 or 2 of those packs. I don't like that. I don't know about you, Zunaid. I like the challenge of it being a certain amount of supply and everyone just trying to fight to that supply. I think that's a way better way of releasing things. Yeah, some people get left out. I mean, but that's life, right?
I mean, that's how supply demand works, right?
Right? Exactly, right, Zunaid? If not, you ruin the the whole balance there, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with Top Shot. Just to kind of
Yeah. RuneScape. I'm all in on RuneScape. Or I was. I loved
RuneScape.
RuneScape was the shit. I loved it.
Hey,
But yeah, no, it just look, Bitcoin and all that stuff I can get behind, sure.
okay.
I just can't get behind Top Shot. But let me also not pretend like I know more than the average Joe of the technology. The technology might be cool and maybe we'll use it for other things, right?
Yeah.
The blockchain and things like that. However, just not a believer in
Guys,
Top Shot.
BTTX.
What's up?
Good call, Hex Pony.
Okay.
Hex Pony shouted BTTX in the chat here. 238 is going to be your spot.
Man,
Good shout,
being
Hex.
boring. X has just been boring today, man. Doesn't want to move. And with that being said, when stock doesn't want to go, where does it usually go? Comes right back down, usually.
Jessica, one thing. We have a very friendly Aussie fellow that joins the happy hour in the evening, and he uses TC2000, I believe, TC2000, and swears by it. I'll confirm that for you today. But he is in Australia. He's actually running for some type of office.
Aren't you using TC 2000, Mitch?
Yeah,
There you go.
that's what I use. I'm on the TC 2000 Life. It's an old school ass charting service. It's old. Like, it's way older than even from when I started trading. So I'm telling you guys, the reason I like it is just for one simple page. And that's what it's all about.
BTTX through. Long 238 here, but long small. Pulling it back here a little bit.
X starting to break down there, guys. Might just get out of the trade right here for a small loss. Just not holding up well here. Give it a chance to hold 25.05. If not, then we'll go ahead and get on out. It'll be a really small loss, like 10 cents. Not even. It would be 5 cents. Chermo said he's out on X. Can't blame him. Yeah, Voodoo. I do not recommend the brokerage service at all, to tell you the truth. That's I just use their charting. You don't have to use that's why I like, when a platform can have a charting service and then also have like kind of their own brokerage, and you can separate it. Like you can just get their charting service. And you could do that with TOS also.
BTTX popping. Sorry, Mitch.
You're good, dude. Keep talking about that BTTX. If it's popping, it's popping.
It's popping. 245 up now. Ooh, they took it, but they pulled it. There's a huge print there.
So we've been doing a little bit more and more of like DJ Money Mitch time after 11 and going to songs from the chat versus songs that I want to play. But that's been fun lately, guys. Who knows? Maybe we'll run it a little bit earlier today before these guys get on out.
Let's see. Is there anything else that I like here?
Yeah, Chermo's a lady. Got to remember that.
What?
Chermo is a lady.
I am sorry, Chermo. I don't think I've addressed you properly.
It's how it happens. It happens,
Yeah, Ryan. Jeez.
God, bro.
What?
I don't know.
No, I was just messing with you.
Oh, okay.
Just wanted to make reactions for no reason,
Well,
Gotcha.
you talked about the Are you still in this trade, the BTTX?
Yes.
All right, here. Let me do this then. Let me go ahead and put mine up, and then I'll put
okay.
up the 2 bucks and put your
Got you.
BTTX as well.
It's pulling. Oh, no, right back.
There we go. You can upgrade if you want, but that 404 rejection, I can't remember exactly who talked about it, but there you go. You got that 404 and you got the rejection. We said at least a half-point scalp should have been possible. Now you're almost about to get a full-point scalp. So if you
Just
called
added
it out, I hope
there.
you played it as well.
Add on X. Looking for the breakout above 25.25. Let's see if we get it now. Just took another little bit of shares. Probably about, in the overall position, it's about 1/5 of the position. Added a little bit more. Looking for the breakout now. Why I added? I was right on break even. So it gave me that ability to, I've been in this trade for so long, looking for the gain that I need for the end of the day.
Brenda, why is the buy and sell so far apart? I assume you are talking about the
spread.
Yeah, the bid and the ask, which is called a spread. The bigger the stock is in terms of price point, that can impact the spread, but also how liquid it is. And I think here, let me pull up NVIDIA on my broker. The spread's about like 10 cents. It's actually not bad whatsoever, in my opinion. So I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to, but that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, you pull up something like Shop, and you'll see a spread of 70 cents here. Right, you pull up something like Amazon, which is obviously so much higher price, you see a spread of about $2 there. So that's actually not a bad spread.
I would agree.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 cents on NVIDIA is not a bad spread, in my opinion. But
that's not bad.
Assuming that's what you were talking about. Early pre-market. So the pre-market, so again, it goes back to why, because it's not as liquid, right? There's less players, there's less buyers and sellers pre-market and after hours sometimes. Which is why you'll see the spread being so wide, which is why majority of day traders, I believe, trade in the market during market hours of 9:30 and 4 market time.
BTTX nasty pull here, folks.
Yeah.
I'm still in it because it pulled faster than I could get out of it here. But one more downdraft, and I think that'll probably be it for me. Maybe it bounces back. We'll see.
There's that point from
again. Sorry.
You're good. You're told you. Go ahead. Go.
I was going to say, again, this is why I reduced the size, is because it actually felt a little bit like this needed to pull. I didn't go full bore into that 238 break.
Shout out to whoever called out that 404 put size, put level. You are now a point in the money if you went out and took your own trade. Congrats on that. Way to call it out. But on that note, it is 10:30, so I'm going to go ahead and take my leave. Ryan, man, it was good to have you back. Appreciate you getting us some winners. I definitely played your first one. What was that, G something? What was it?
GOVX.
GOVX. Yep, definitely got a chance to scalp that above 2. So appreciate you calling that out, Mitch. And I think we're back tomorrow. I won't be here, but I think you two might try to come back tomorrow. Is that right?
Yes.
We're going to do a little bit of action between All Access. So just tune in tomorrow to All Access, guys, and then we'll jump in there. We'll definitely be up there, I think around like 10:20 or something like that until 11. So we got about 40 minutes that will be on there. But come check us out. Come hang out with us on All Access. That'll be on tomorrow, right after Free Market Prep.
See y'all on Tuesday. Don't forget, Monday is Memorial Day. Appreciate everyone that may have served, and of course, everyone who may have lost a loved one. Appreciate that as well. Hope you guys are well. Take care.
Appreciate it. Zunaid is on out. And then there was Dose.
There was 2.
Let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. Let's see what's going on out there. Is X gonna give it to me? It's gonna give it to me. Boom, baby. Let's go. I gave it the uppercut. Let's get it through that level now. Got to get the uppercut in there. Maybe it might get it up. Who knows? I need to do like the Mario. Dring, dring.
Like the collecting coins sound?
Hell yeah, baby. Got to get them coins. Got to get them coins out there. Dookie doing well for me today? Yeah, Dookie doing well for me today. The Duke. Actually, I'm going to think I get Duke energy when I move because I'm moving right now, Lord Ryan. I'm going to Charlotte, baby.
So you're going to be a Duke customer, huh?
Yeah, I'll be a Duke customer again. So, hey, who knows?
Are you going to come in here talking mad crap, shorting the shit out of it or not?
No, instead, power up. It's all good. Power up. Just make me some money back. This is my inflation energy hedge right here, Lord Ryan.
Buy the energy company that you end up paying. So I see.
You see, that's a hedge within itself, right, Lord Ryan? I mean,
you're so hedged, you don't even know what to do with yourself. I love it.
Yeah, man. I just might get the ratios off a little bit. I have problems perfectly hedging there, but hey, just get some of the money back, right? Dude, give it back to me, man. Give it back to me. We'll see what happens.
Have you seen the realistic Mario videos where they bash their heads on bricks? I haven't.
Lord.
I don't.
Good Lord.
Man, that's
Jessica, what are you watching, man?
I'd rather check out Beat Saber than that.
Where did the music go? All right, I agree. Where did the music go? I'll bring it. I'll bring it to us. You know what? Let's do a little this action. Let's pop this up here. Change it up a little bit here. Oh, hold on a second. If not, I'm gonna blow our ears. Got to skip a little bit here. Oh, there's the clocks. Let's see who's the first one to name it in the chat. Who can name this song in the chat first? Who's going to win the Benzinga swag of the day? Name the jam.
I don't know the jam yet.
JD's is close, but it isn't money. Who's gonna name it?
Shelly's asking if I've.
Bill got it right.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's right.
Bill got it right. It is Time by Pink Floyd. You guys got the artist right after that, but the song is Time. There you go. I see you guys. Bill knows. Bill, hit me up. Mitch at Benzinga.com. I'll look out for you. I'll get you some swag, Bill.
Shelly is asking if I got an Oculus yet. No, I did not.
We need to, Ryan.
I keep hearing that. Bro. I keep hearing the glory of the Oculus. I'm just not in a position to get it yet.
X gonna give it to me. Alert is on for us. And there you guys see it up there to 28s there. Let's take half of it off here. Just took half of it at 25s. Could have got 28s, but not going to be picky there. Just took a majority of a little bit over half. It's about like 2/3 of the position off there. Now we'll look for a continuation through 25-30s. So, hey, there you have it. X going to give it to us. That little ad there was nice.
This BTTX, I feel like I better. So just kind of walking through the mental aspect of this, like I want to add because I think that this is going to pop back up, but it's really dangerous to do so. 224 should be my stop. I'm not doing it yet because I don't have a full position. But the flip side of that is I want to add and make this a bigger position. The pulls have been nasty though. And so I'm not sure if that's smart. So I'm still kind of managing this trade. I would say that what I'm doing right now is probably not ideal because I'm managing it, but also kind of letting my emotions play a role in that, which is no good. So anyway.
All right, looking to see if we can get up to the 40s here in X. That would be a nice gain for us here. Let's look to see if it keeps coming. If not, we'll take 25-20s if it retraces to that level. Let's let it try to work here and continue to push. Who plays the guitar out there? Do we got any guitarists in the chat?
I'm trying to teach myself, but I'm horrific.
I tried in high school, Lord. Don't worry. Let's just say it didn't work out too much.
Well, the thing is like it's fun, you know, like it's I actually embrace the challenge. I feel like I don't practice enough. And that seems to be the downfall to people that want to play that end up not learning is that they just didn't practice enough. That's absolutely where I fit in.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those things that you just got to do every day.
Yeah, exactly.
I played a little bit of the drums. I was better at the drums, but I didn't know like technically, like I didn't learn from someone. I just like kind of jammed and I could like get some good beats going.
Yo, speaking of the drums, have you seen that little girl Namdi or whatever her name is play the different songs on the drums?
Oh, I gotta check it out.
Oh, dude,
I don't think I have. I gotta
bro,
check that out.
it's unbelievable. It's let me see if
I'm telling you, it's the ear, man. With drums, it's different, man. There's people that get it right, especially if they're trained. I mean, they're trained, they're going to do 10 times better. But like a lot of people that learn to play the drums, they're just like good with beats in their heads. You know what I mean? They can keep a beat.
Here. This is, I got it for you guys.
You got us. You got us.
I watched this video. I'm going to link it in the chat. I watched this video and I was like, oh my God, I could practice music in some capacity for the rest of my life and not even be a fraction as good as this girl is. And she's like 13 or something. It's unbelievable. Watch that video when you get a chance.
Yeah, let's just say I stuck to the reggae drums where it's not that difficult. You know, a little cowbell action, a little dook, dook, dook. Keep it simple for me. Drummers are a special type of people. Yeah, it is. That's for sure. Only one way, man. All right, let's go ahead. Let's change it on up here. Let's go towards another jam here. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe they got timestamps. They got timestamps for me? Come on, man.
Not 100% yet. Still sweating from the COVID.
But hey, it's how it is. How it is. But you're battling.
Let me tell you something. After laying in bed for 3 days, just doing nothing but really sleeping, this feels great. The fact that I'm here with you folks and we're trading and making money. Oh man, I'll take this anytime. I don't even care that I'm down in BTTX right now.
Just saying. Going comfortably numb with this X trade. Let's go. Get up there to that 40s. Let's make that money. Mitch with the reggae drum fits my pothead perception of Mitch. Hey. We call it cannabis here at Benzinga, not pot. Have become comfortably numb. Oh, 36s. Let's go. Can we get it to the 40s? There's 37. Order out to cover there at 25 40s. See if we get that quick little tick fill.
What do you think Costco's going to do after the bell here, Mitch?
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, retail's gone both ways. So
exactly.
Like, that's the hard part. So like Walmart and Target, they lowered the bar, right? Then JWN came in yesterday and they kind of started changing things up. And then you started seeing more confirmation from Macy's that some stores are still doing well, right? And so it's a little bit difficult there now that you've had the bar lowered and now the bar raised. So it could be kind of an in-between reaction, I think. It could be like kind of one of those where like it goes up and comes down and just stays sideways.
See, to me, Costco's the best in breed, right? So like I've already consolidated all my shopping to Costco. I don't go to Walmart and Target and things of that nature, but I know others that, you know, would shop at a bunch of different stores, Trader Joe's being another one of those. And they've really kind of consolidated their shopping into one spot. Costco often being the cheapest for the products, so the per unit anyway. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was the one that beat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I feel good enough to really kind of bet that.
Yeah, and one thing that at least points me to the upside for Costco's outlook is that, I mean, I myself went to Sam's because why? I wanted to go save a couple bucks. You know, and I went, you know, poultry shopping like earlier in the month, just trying to do kind of more of a monthly shop than a weekly shop because the grocery stores have gone up so much in pricing that maybe the discount at, you know, Sam's and Costco was more likely to bring in customers, right?
Yeah.
At least in this environment, we're starting to get to the point where we're paying attention to those discounts.
Yeah, and so like the other thing is like Costco's not immune to price increases, right? So one of the things that I did was I bought a bigger bag of rice right when this whole thing started, thinking, oh, what can I buy that's, shelf stable, that is probably going to go up in price. And rice was one of those things, and it went up, but it's still such a better deal at Costco that it's not even worth buying at the grocery store, at least not in my opinion.
Yeah, I need some dreads. I've been waiting for that, Shelly. I haven't grown them in yet. I tried, but
What are you
all
trying
right.
to grow?
Some dreads, man.
Oh, dreads.
There you guys have it. Just closed X there at the 2540s. Killer trade for us there today. 2 for 2 today. Gonna end it on that. Gotta go ahead and take that green when you get it, baby. Not a bad day there for X. And we were looking at this daily wise. It looks good from here, right? It could take off really. I could look for pullbacks maybe to VWAP to get back into the trade. But right now, I am more than happy with a nice solid trade there and taking the gain. Let's take a look at BTU. Earlier today, we were looking at that one. It did pull back to VWAP there. We look for it maybe to take out 26, but man, what a day today. I gave on the Benzinga Pro Trade Ideas widget, I gave $24.50, looking to risk off of $24 there. Not a bad 50-cent risk. You could have already been making a point on that trade, if not more than that. Nice, about 6.5% move there for the high there. Not a bad trade there. BTU one day. MRO doing well? Let's go. Let's check it. Yeah, that one's doing well, man. I remember when this first started curling here, I was wondering, can it get back towards like kind of that upper trend? And you can see it's almost there towards that 31. How about giving some likes, says Ron Willis. I agree with that. What's up? How about
Love
them
it, Ron.
likes? Let's go. Hey, John's the man, man. I got to give it to him. My man trades well, focuses on what he's doing, and I think that's what matters too. Smash the like for that. Ron always helping us out in the chat, also giving us a heads up if he sees something. All right, we'll see what's happening out there, guys. BTTX now 230s.
Yep, curling back up.
There you go.
Back up. This is the benefit of having a smaller position size, is that I didn't feel the need to cut it. I've seen this before. I
love it. I love it.
A lot of these like to come back up, and I'll be honest, on the way back up here, there's not nearly as big of the offers as there were the first time we came through here. So a lot of that size has been taken out.
I love it, Ryan, the way you're taking the approach. A lot of times, that's what helps me, guys. It's taking smaller sizing and not being so quick to the risk side, right? And so a lot of times, sometimes we're looking to make some bigger gains, and that's okay. It's okay to have that mentality, right? But what's not okay is if you're noticing that having that bigger size just gets you stopped out too often. If you're noticing that, then maybe you want to lower your share size a little bit to give yourself a little bit more room on the volatility. I talked about this yesterday with ATR, average true range, and using that as maybe double the ATR as your risk is something that actually traders use. They look at ATR, they calculate that times 2, and that's their risk that they want to use, because that shows you to get around the volatility of the way that the stock is trading that day. So what stock are you trading right there? That was BTTX, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, just to kind of point to the ATR is 41 cents on the daily. And so that shows you that it's been moving about 41 cents on the day. So even if you give yourself double that, that'd be on the hourly, it's about 18 cents. So you want to probably go closer towards that 36, 40 cents. On the daily, you can use the ATR. On the closer time frames, intraday, you want to times that by 2. And in my eyes, that's closer towards 36 cents of risk here. And then looking for the gain. The big thing on the gain is measuring the flag. You got about $1.08 on that breakout. So let's say if it broke out from 210, you're looking for a move up towards about 318s, 320s. We'll see if it gets up there.
And real quick, I just want to say, take care, Voodoo. Glad you did it today. Take care. We will be here tomorrow. We are doing this tomorrow, right, Mitch? For a little bit?
Yeah, we are doing it tomorrow.
Excellent.
We'll be on around 10:20. And is that 2x ATR common enough strategy to be arbitraged? Yeah, probably is. But I mean, like always, there's so many strategies in the market. It's kind of hard to attack one strategy if you're trying to get it.
All right. Mitch, I'm actually going to get going. I'm going to run to the washroom here. I got a meeting starting pretty soon. So it's good to be back, folks. It's really, really good to be back. This was definitely encouraging. I missed all of you. So glad to be back. We're going to be at this again tomorrow. Mitch, thanks for the warm welcome. Thanks for letting me open the show.
Always. It's good to have you back, Lord Ryan, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you later in the week and also next week. So hit that like, guys.
All right, take care, everybody.
You, Ryan. Get better, man. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Now it's my time to take on over here at Live Trading. We're going to go ahead and jump on in. We'll probably play some music too. Let's see what I got here playing right now. What do you got? Hey. It was the end of Shine On, You Crazy Diamonds on out there. And I just wanted to play that song a little bit, but it's already wrapping on up, but it can't go wrong. And I will tell you guys out there, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Shine on. Keep battling in this game because it's not easy. And one of the things that you can do is push yourself to the next level. How can you do that? Stick right here on Benzinga. Hit the subscribe bell below, and you'll be notified the moment we go live. We do this every single day, except sometimes on Fridays we will be off, but this Friday we're on, baby. Let's go. Give us a thumbs on up for that. And we're going to go ahead and give you guys process. We do some options, equities, talk about some cryptos. We're going to cover it all here. And of course, have a good time while doing so. So please hit the subscribe bell below and let's keep going with the stocks. If you guys got a stock to take a look at, or maybe a track you guys want to hear played, throw it up in the chat and let's keep it going and shine on, you crazy diamonds. All right, let's keep going. Let's go. I want to maybe get to dogs. Let me see if I can find it here. Hey. Da-da-da. Let's go. It's the first weekend of summer, and I'm ready to go ahead and enjoy it. Who's ready with me? Let's go ahead. Let's take some stocks. I see SoFi being mentioned on out there. Let's go take a look at the SoFi. SoFi doing well today, getting off of that $7, trying to get back towards that $8. The big thing I think is important. As long as you can hold this trend, you're looking well, and you can see how you ticked back towards it right close to that 7. As long as that kind of holds right now, you're still in a bullish sense. Let's see if it can get back up there towards 750s. It does look interesting right now for a play off the VWAP or a breakout through the high of 727. We'll see what happens. It already trapped some buyers probably there around 729 when it made that move. So I would look for a quick pullback closer towards, let's say, 719s and then that taking it out. But we'll see if that can get through that level on the high side here. The high of the day is 730. It should get some volume to come in if it breaks through that 730. So another thing is keep an eye on this volume. You want to see a nice bounce as it breaks through that level. All right, let's keep it going. How do we highlight people's names? So if you at them, it'll show it up as a highlight. Okay, so you can at Benzinga, you can at, let's say, Lord Byron, you can at Chermo, you can add anybody, and then it's going to show up as a little bit of highlight, especially for them. It shows up for the person itself, especially, so that you can see it highlighted. Hey, they're mentioning you. SPY bounce from resistance. Let's take a look at the SPY. I haven't talked too much about the sectors today, but I'll go ahead and I'll do so here. Consumer cyclical is leading us up right now. What's leading us up is luxury goods, actually. This is interesting. Movado, Fossil getting a big push today. SIG. If Movado and SIG keep moving to the upside, you might be able to catch a bid on Fossil for the upside move. That's not a bad one to take a look at. Let's take a look at department stores. Macy's up 15.5% and holding sideways here. Could come up and kind of push back. If it breaks out through, let's say, 2250s, it could continue towards 23, or it could break down through the 21 and start giving back some of the gains that we saw today. We'll see what happens there, but there are some other stocks doing well here. DDS also near that VWAP if you're trying to look for that one to maybe make a move back towards 290s. Doesn't look too bad. KSS also strong, and also Rumors, right? Rumors are out there on Kohl's for a purchase price, and it's up there in the 60s, so this is not a bad one to take a look at.
I like the hourly chart on here. You can see here how you went sideways. Now you're looking to break above 42. I actually like this look here. It does not look bad there, especially with also positive catalysts in the works or could be in the works. I'd pay attention to this one. KSS, not looking too bad. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get to some stocks on out there. I want to put on some other tunes here. So if you guys got a specific song you guys want to play, throw it up in the chat. If not, I'll go ahead and start jamming out here. Let's go ahead. Let's put on a little bit of some reggae action here. Let's get us going here. All right, guys, like always, guys, let's keep it going right here on Benzinga. First things first, hit the like. Do we get to 400 likes today? Man, you guys are trying to make me work for those likes today. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look here. Where we at? All right, looks like we're at 232, guys. We need 400 likes to keep going past 11 a.m. So we need you guys on out there to smash that like. Let's get some reggae tunes on and cover some more stocks here. Hey, let me start it up again. I like the song, the way it starts. Hey, let's go, guys. If you guys got some stocks out there, throw them up in the chat. Let's see what happens. Apparel stores trying to make another run up. Lululemon had some decent earnings. It is still pushing. We'll see if that can keep moving there. Express, also a heavily shorted stock that could reverse a little bit here off of the VWAP and try to maybe make a move to 3. We'll see what happens. Tilly's, very similar space. Urban, how's that doing? It's pulling back a little bit now. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY is trying to go above that 404, but struggling at those levels. Let's go, guys. What do you guys got on up there? I'm seeing Microsoft being mentioned here. I haven't taken a look at that in a little while. Let's take a look at a bigger stock here. Take a look at the daily chart. You do see some bottoming actions around the 260s, but this still looks like a bearish chart to me, right? And so as it needs to come and close above this level. So if you draw the trend line, you're like right at the middle of that. If it wicks and closes red, it's not going to be a good look. It's going to be very bearish down towards 250. But if it could close somewhere like, let's say, above 270s or close to that 270, that's going to give you that good look that Microsoft is trying to come on back. All right, the Qs being mentioned by Luca. I'll take a look at there. 300, big standout price point, right? If it gets through there, it could quickly squeeze up there towards 305. And we can see technology take lead here. If you take a look at technology, we've had about 1 drive, 2 drives, 3 drives. Let's see if we get a 4th drive and we get a continued move in technology today. Smash the like Kenny B says. Let's go. Check Excel, EXEL. Let's go. It's a biotech stock. Not making a bad move today. Don't know the news. If you know the news, please throw it up in the chat. Bouncing back a little bit, but as you can see, last time this bounced back about 7% and then went down what? It went down 21% after that. This is bouncing back right now about 13%. The question is, does it come right back down through those lows and another 20% decline? We'll see what happens. I say you draw a trend line here. And until that breaks, I would leave it alone. But it's always up to you to determine your own risk. So above, let's say, 1950s, going to 20s is where I'd get interested in this. All right, what's going on out there? World on Fire, Stick Figure. I love that song. It's not a bad one to play. I'll get that one on right next for you, man. Yeah, let's keep it going, guys. All right, let's go. What else we got in the chat? Thoughts on Snap? Okay, Snap is one of those that I feel like Dennis might be right in what he said this morning. He said that he thinks that potentially Snap could be a 0. And the reason why he thinks that is that they're just struggling. They're burning cash and don't know how to fight the competitor. And when that happens, you start seeing real weakness coming into a stock. I think Snap is really at the point that if they don't innovate or figure out a way to really compete with TikTok, yeah, they're slowly on their way end to the downside. We'll see what happens there. AMD by Glenn Smith. Let's take a look there. AMD holding really well towards this 90. So that's going to be the line in the sand for green, right? I think if you're looking for a longer term position or you're looking for AMD to come back, you need that line to hold. If that line breaks again, you'll see continuation probably towards the 80s. So right now, AMD is actually looking bullish. It's actually looking fine. I think there's levels that you can go off of there and at least maybe risk. You're trying to get an entry closer towards 94. Risk down there towards the low of that, which is 90. We'll see if it can get on up there past 100 again. I'm still in puts on Snap. Missed the downside on it today. Will it come back down? The problem with there is I'm not trying to tell you how Snap is going to perform, but the problem is with a put, right? You want the stock to come down and down quick. If the stock is just going sideways, that's just going to kill the premium on the stock, and you're going to hit some of that theta decay. And so you just got to be careful. Not saying that you need to get out, but always just know and understand that sideways action is not going to help you in options. All right, Rick, got to go. Hey, have a good one, Rick. Take care, man. Disco, play some Donna Summer. Oof, that's some interesting thing. I haven't heard of Donna Summer. I need to play some of that. Let's check it out. All right, I am seeing some other chat messages for some music. I'll get that on, but let's go ahead. Let's take a look at LAC and MP. I think that's an interesting one to look at today. LAC getting a nice lift off of that bottom. You saw a nice drive in this stock, so definitely a change in lithium. Getting a nice push there to 26.48. We're going to look for a pullback about, let's say, about 3.5% from the high there. That's going to get you right around the VWAP, which is around 25.66. So I would look for a VWAP pullback to see if you get it. On the 15-minute, the VWAP's around 25.69. So I'd look for a move closer towards 25.50 to look for an attempt to move back up on LAC. Let's take a look at MP. MP doing well today, actually, getting a nice little bounce back and has some resistance above it. This looks to me like a W chart. Why does it look like a W? You could see here, you kind of have that W type of vibe. And another thing you could do it, you could call it an inverse head and shoulders, right? And so you have like this as the shoulders. You have this being the head, left shoulder, right shoulder. You need it to break through the neckline. The neckline is going to be this line here. And if it can continue through, it's a bullish sense above 40 going to 41. Walmart was doing well earlier today. Let's see where it's at now. It pulled on back there, back to VWAP. Could continue on up. We made a good trade in Walmart earlier. We'll see if this trend can continue today. Play Blue Monday if you want to get pumped up. Okay, let's do that. Andy, I got you. I want to get pumped up. Blue Monday. Let's go. All right, Blue Monday. It looks like new orders. Is this by new order? I'm pretty sure it is. Let's go ahead. Let's check it out. Okay. Let's go, team. You guys feeling the vibes? My man Andy bringing in that Play Blue Monday. Let's go. Hey, this is definitely a little fist pump action. I need to learn, Andy. That's what I got you to teach me, bro. Oh, let's get it. Keeping it moving. Let's go. I like it. Good day trade today on Tesla today. Hey, Lynn, what'd you take it? Did you take it short or long? And I put Lynn. Do you see that? You actually got to see that. I'm glad. Tesla reversal through 695. Bullish day today, man. Holding well out there. We'll see if this can continue. SPY continuing to run, guys. We've had a great run today, guys. Definitely a strong push there. Oh, my man said the orgy has it better. I could take it out. Oxy on a weekly. I'll take a look at it. Let's do it. The vibes. Oh, yeah, that looks good on the weekly. It's held really well. Nice ascending triangle pushing through the highs today. Really holding that 65 really well. Let's take a look at the daily chart. You can see here how you kind of broke out of this trend. We were watching all this, and then it pulled back, kept holding these pullbacks. So great day today in oil. Nice push up there in XOM. I remember when the XOM was down here around the 85s, and we were talking about $100 options. We're almost to there on ExxonMobil. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep it going. The funky tunes going today, guys. Snow, new high of day. Let's take a look at that. Snow getting a little bit of a bounce back. Nice little move on up there. Trying to fill some of the gap up there back towards 130. We'll see if it gets back up there towards 130 today. Man, the spam don't stop, man. These guys, YouTube, do something, man. YouTube doesn't work for spam. They're still trying to figure that out. It's like Netflix trying to figure out the password sharing. Probably going to take a little while longer. All right, let's go ahead. Let's change this up. Let's change up the mood here. Let's go. Let's go. I got you guys. You know what? Let's see what this has right here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Little deep and soulful house. Okay. Let's vibe out. Let's get this going here, guys. What stock do you guys want to take a look at? PLG ripping. Okay. Platinum. I wouldn't say ripping, but it's not a bad move today at all. I mean, that's a 5% move there. Definitely basic materials coming back right now. Let's take a look here at the daily so I could show you guys that. If you take a look here at the sector chart, you can see how this has bottomed out and really started to push here. What has led us today? Paper products doing well right now, guys. Really getting that nice lift. So I would take a look there at some stocks there. I haven't traded these before, but SLVM, good stock, holding good trend there. RFP. This one looks interesting. Take a look here at the monthly. You're going to see a monthly level of, if it breaks up through this 15, it looks really interesting. We'll see if it can get back up there. We'll see if it can keep moving on up there. Let's keep it rolling here. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I've never traded these before, so it's interesting to kind of watch these. We'll see if these can kind of make next legs up, but definitely paper getting a little bit of a lift today. Not a bad trade there. All right, let's look at steel. Steel, you guys know I traded X, but what's our top mover here? We got RS doing well today. TMST, not a bad one to keep an eye out. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Yeah, this one looks interesting here. It's come back, trying to break through these levels multiple times. Has failed here before, but just got a big volume pop here at the 22. So that's where we're going to go ahead and place the stop right at the 21.54. Let's look for pullbacks on this one, but it does look interesting. That's TMSM, and it new one that we found right now, right? I mean, we've traded Cliffs, we traded Steel, Steel Dynamics. Cliffs looks good also today, and it's keeping the gains. We'll see if these can continue to run. Let's go. What do you guys got for me? Anything you guys are looking at? AMD pumping, says Sabrina. I'll take a look. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's change it on up here. I got you. I need to play some. A man wanted me to play some stick figure. Can't blame him. Let's go. World on fire. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep it on there. And the world is on fire. The world. Oh, we burn it down. AMR, you guys know I talked about that one in pre-market, looking for the coal player here to continue the drive that it's had, and you guys can see that lift there. It's been a nice push there. Let's take a look at BTU, almost up there towards 26 now, trying to continue to run on the day. That was a really good look. Missed that one, but hey, that's how it is sometimes. UAN, cultural output, doing well today. MOS, yeah, not doing too bad. It still looks like a little bit of a fade for me, though. We'll see what happens there. All right, coal having a 2.7% day. Aluminum up 2.6. We'll see if these can continue, but definitely really bullish day. I mean, you got consumer cyclical up about 3.29. All this is moving up today. Lodging, footwears and accessories, residential construction, home improvement stores. What is not moving in this sector? That'd be a better question. There's not much in the red. I mean, there is some stocks, but a lot of it into the green. And if we look at the high cap, we can see here, bunch of green there. Let's not trade climate killers. Why not? Why not, W? I mean, we're here to make money. We're not here to be kind of environmentalist. If that's what you are, hey, power to you. But the market doesn't have compassion. So it's up to you if you want to have compassion to where you don't trade those names. All right, SPY's petering out. We'll see what happens. Coal, yeah. Can't make profit off of any of them, to be honest today. Yeah, that's how you want sometimes. That's why it's important to know when to hit the gas pedal. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see what other we got mentions here. Did we get to 400 likes, guys? I don't want to end up early today, but I'm going to check the like game. Let's see where we're at now. All right, we're at 277. Guys, I'm going to have to wrap up early today. I didn't want to get to that point, but looks like I might have to wrap up early today. You guys aren't getting us the likes, man. That's how I stay on. That's how I stay on past 11. So I'm probably just going to go ahead up and wrap on up here. We didn't even get to 300. We were supposed to get to 400, but smash up the like. There was over 900 people in here today. So definitely hit the like. Let's keep it going, and we'll see what's going on out there. All right, what's going on Benzinga Live today? Let's take a look here. What do we got? We'll see what happens on Benzinga Live. I'm sure they're going to be talking about the tech pushing, and if this is the bottom, the bottom's in. That's going to be an interesting talk to hear. But not a bad day for me, guys. Duke now really giving us that nice lift. We had a great trade on Walmart and X. A loss on Ollie yesterday. A loss, well, not really a loss, but bad call there on BBW. It happens sometimes, guys. But this one looks like it could still fade out. You never know, really. We'll see what happens on Build-A-Bear. 100 more likes is what we need. We'll see what happens there. All right, let's see what happens on out there. Did we get the likes that we needed, or are we wrapping up here? Let's go ahead. Let me take a look here. Looks like we're at 318, guys. So we're going to go ahead up and wrap on up today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's show, and what it's all about is always, guys, is giving us the likes and the love that we need to continue going all day long, at least till 11:30. But we're going to go ahead up and wrap on up here. Let me go ahead and get rid of the spam. Sorry about that, guys. I want to keep going, but we got to remember to hit the like buttons, because that's what really keeps us going here. 327, 330, or 328. I tried to help out there. I even gave my like up there. So 330 is there. We need 70 more, but I'm probably just going to go ahead and wrap on up. What I'll do is I'll play this Benzinga Pro commercial here. And if you guys want to go ahead and get those likes on up by the time the commercial is done, I'll stick around. If not, you'll see the ending screen, and
All right, guys, I'm sorry about that. I lost internet there. It booted me from here and then put on some other background. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't even know why we have those backgrounds there. I jumped on in, trying to save the stream here, guys.
Wait, are we okay?
Yeah, now we are. I mean, it was up for nothing for a little bit there. I got booted. Literally, my internet just dropped on me. So we're going to set up and wrap on up there. Get you guys over to Benzinga Live and just start up a little bit earlier here. We'll see you guys at 11:30. My man Spencer is ready. He's getting flexed on for you guys. He'll be on in a couple seconds here. I'm just going to play finally that pro video that I tried to play.
Is this thing even on?
Ooh. I got rug pulled today, man. Got the rug pulled.
Introducing Smarter Financial News Search with Benzinga Pro. Now, with an array of familiar screening filters like price, short interest, and PE ratio, you can actually screen financial news for stock trading ideas. But that's not all. On top of fundamental and technical screening for actionable news catalysts, now you can tailor your newsfeed with Boolean operators or, and not. The result is perfect. By your own standards for your own news trading strategy. Prepare for the upcoming rebound. Capture news catalysts before major price moves with Benzinga Pro today.
Check.